How do you how do you continue your journey as a leader? What are the things that you're doing to develop your leadership style and just you as a leader and as a person?
Right.
What are things that you do?
We belong to an association called Violin Management, and it's an industry-specific company that works on leadership principles, business principles. So once a year, we go to the States, and it's a 3-day business planning. At that business planning, there's a couple different courses that we generally take that is kind of relevant to our day and age. But the nice part about that is not just having some wise people to counsel us there, but we're now with a bunch of industry specific people that are literally throughout Canada and the United States. And these are some of the best people in the industry, in my opinion. And we talk freely because we're not each other's competition. And because we've been doing it for so long, these people have become friends. We have end up creating a network of people in our industry that are not in our back door, that we're able to call upon and ask their advice. And that same organization also does an executive summit in the middle of the year. We go to Ohio, and there's generally a couple courses that I take, and I've been doing that for years. They're connected with Kent State University, so the level of professionalism with them is phenomenal. And then there was a time that I was again felt I needed a little bit more of a challenge, and so I joined one of their book clubs, and where we would meet with an executive developer. And there's about 4 or 5 of us that we would meet kind of online and discuss the book, discuss its application within our industry and where we're at. And so that was really helpful. So I think we all need to be kind of self-aware, an accurate self-assessment. I don't think most people do that well. That's part of emotional intelligence, being able to accurately self-assess, and to know where you're at, know what you need, and to make sure that you give yourself, what you need to learn and to grow, that's key. I've also felt very challenged and encouraged participating in a board. That I've served on the board of my church. In my younger years, it was actually the key place where I actually learned business principles, and learned the idea of planning and foresight and insight. People would not expect that, but again, that was probably in my early 30s. I got to participate in the board with men I considered to be giants and learn from them. So I think that's good for business people to participate in some board that they feel passionate about, some mission, something that a local, these nonprofit organizations, they need professional people to come alongside them. They might have a passion for whatever it is they're working on, feeding the needy or the homeless or whatever, but they really do need business people to come around them. So those are a few things that kind of continue to keep me kind of encouraged, engaged, learning, rubbing elbows with people that I consider to be wiser than myself or have a different experience from myself. The truly wise people learn from the mistakes of others. Smart ones learn from their mistakes, but I like to strive to be wise.
Yeah.
And I just turned 50, so I think hopefully I'm starting to get there a little bit more. And the more that I can learn from others, and the better.
Yeah. Solid advice.